Now, SABC News Sports anchor Mawande Mateza is at the stadium to give us the very latest. And Mawande, a number of elated fans there at the Dobsonville Stadium, but also I suppose this was one of the boosts that Bafana Bafana needed.
Yes, absolutely. Good evening, Bonge. Well, all the proceedings are officially completed here at the Dobsonville Stadium, where thousands of Bafana Bafana fans were treated to a wonderful display in their send-off match before they head to Morocco tomorrow for the Africa Cup of Nations, which begins over the weekend with Morocco, the hosts, taking on the Comores on Sunday, while Bafana's first game will be on Monday against Angola. Now, South Africa did play well today, and there was a little bit of a concern, though, in the second half where we saw Ozwin, the electric winger, hurt. And to talk a little bit about that and the job ahead for Bafana Bafana is the team doctor, Dr. Thulani Ngwenya. Dr. Ngwenya, thank you very much for joining us on The Full View. Can you tell us anything about Ozwin latest condition?
Good evening, Mawande, and to all your viewers. With Ozwin, it is a minor knock. We're still going to assess this evening and make a determination, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a serious problem. It's something that we should be able to manage, and he should be ready and available for selection when we play against Angola.
Now, you guys have an arduous task again. It's a very big task over the next 4 weeks to keep 23 players fit and healthy. Can you tell me just a little bit about what goes into that and what your job will be over the next couple of weeks?
Okay, I'm the overseer as the chief medical officer. We've beefed up our medical team. The person on the ground is Dr. Tsepo Mlobi, and then we've beefed out our physios. We've got two, and we've got two masseurs as well, because we understand that we play every 4 days. So recovery is key for us to keep fit and to make sure that the players are fresh for each and every game for the duration of the tournament, because we want to go all the way to the final. We are coming back after the 18th of January.
All right, and I wanted to ask you about that because Bafana play on the 26th, 29th, and then 22nd, 26th, 29th. That's a lot of games that are packed into a short amount of time.
Yeah, well, it is a lot of games. However, we want to keep them fresh. So what we're going to do, the strategy that we're going to use is match, recovery. Then there's going to be just tactical preparation. There won't be any serious physical training in between the matches, because we want to make sure that they are fresh. They need to be fresh for each and every game so that they are able to compete, because remember, after the group stage it may go to extra time and we may need fresher legs. So that is why we've got a bigger team, we've got a big pool of players, and all of them are ready to actually go and play. But also we've beefed up the medical team so that we make sure that we keep the players fresh.
Okay, Dr. Ngwenya, thank you very much. All the very best out in Morocco.
Thank you very much.
Now, after the game, there was also a ceremonial handover where the MEC for Arts and Sports in the Gauteng province, Mr. Matome Chilwane, handed over the South African flag to the Bafana Bafana delegation that will be representing the country out in Morocco. Now, to join me as well to talk about today's game is News 24 sports reporter and SABC sport analyst and commentator, Kanyiso. Thank you very much for joining us on The Full View tonight. What did you make of tonight's game?
Look, today's game was probably a preparatory game. I think one should not look too much at the result, but look at who did what. I think the key part is that if you looked at the team that they started with versus the team that finished, I think the bulk of the players that came on in the second half, where the players were probably going to get an opportunity to start. I mean, you saw Ozwin coming on, Releboile Mfokeng coming on, Tebogo Mkwena coming on. So there's probably the sleight of hand that was played in the first half to get probably to give the bench a bit of a stress test, because even though this was quite a young and inexperienced Ghana side, it gave a very good account of itself, especially from a defensive perspective. So it was a case of Hugo Broos trying to keep his powder as dry as possible, but also showing a few hands. I mean, it's pretty clear from what we saw today that Tsepo Mlobi is going to play an especially important role in this tournament going forward.
Speaking of Bruce, understanding that the team that he put out and the teams that Ghana put out as well, do you think he would have been impressed with what he saw today, considering the finishing and the chances probably not up to the standard that he would expect?
I think that last 10 minutes, especially defensively, would be a bit of a worry, because if you look at the team like Angola, a team like Egypt, those teams, they'll punish Bafana Bafana if they make those kind of defensive errors. So I think it would be both happy and sad. But I think the important part is that he's got proper international mileage under the legs leading into the game. And I think now that they're departing tomorrow, they'll have time to reflect on what transpired in this game, what they need to work on ahead of Monday's Afcon group opener.
All right, Kanyiso Tragu, thank you very much for joining us on The Full View tonight. All right, Bongiwe, that is all that we have from the Dobsonville Stadium tonight. A lot of Bafana Bafana fans will be happy with what they saw, and the ones that were at the Dobsonville Stadium as well will be absolutely ecstatic with what they saw and the vibe and the experience that they had over here tonight.